It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's Heather Hardy, 5'5" tall, with a reach of 64 inches. And standing across the ring from her will be Sophie Alisch, 168 centimeters tall. It's Heather.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the WBO featherweight champion of the world, introducing Heather, the Heat Hardy. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Berlin, Germany, Sophie Alisch.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And there's the bell to start the round. She got it with a punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Big shots from both. Sophie Alisch is dazed. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Right hook is finding its target. Perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Jump all over her. She's ready to go now. Jump all over her.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A swing and a miss with that jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. done with that counter shot. Jab misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
She's ready to go now.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And that was a big shot, and Hardy is rocked. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Disaster averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How about that time counter shot? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Missing with the left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. It has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. They've got to inspire her.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Jump all over her. She's ready to go now. Jump up.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round here so far. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens?
Oh, and Hardy got the worst of that one, and she is backpedaling quickly. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And now Hardy. Oh, it may be the beginning of the end. Let's talk about the heat. Heather Hardy in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
She's ready to go now. Jump.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Can't find a home with that jab. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've...
Alisch just took a big shot and she's in trouble. How did they survive? Alisch is hurt. Down goes Alisch. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Halfway through the round, and you've got to believe she knows she's losing here. So she's back up on her feet, but can she get back into this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here? What resilience to be down.
Alisch just took a big shot and she's in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Sophie Alisch is dazed. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
She's gone. Finito. Kaput.
Jump all over her. She's ready to go now. Jump all over.
And there's the bell to start the round. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again.
Down goes Sophie. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think she knows she's losing this round. Holding nothing back here in the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Well, they're going deep. Alisch is hurt. Big shot, and Alisch is on the canvas. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.